We interrupt this broadcast to bring you some important news. Mr. Punk is in the building. He is asleep, but if we can wake him up, maybe he will do a review. So let's try Mr. Punk. Mr. Punk, wake it, it's review time.
Morning, AI. Oh, AI. Feels like I've only been in bed about 10 minutes. Oh. You have. You didn't go to bed till 8:30 this morning, and it's only 20 to 9. Oh, no, Robin. What, I've had 10 minutes in bed? Yeah. Oh, no, AI, you could have let me have a lay-in. I've only had 10 minutes. We was up last night watching back-to-back reviews of the lovely Calvin and the man with his shop. Anyway, AI, I had a bad day yesterday, AI. Nearly had to cancel all the show, AI. Nearly ended up with no subscribers, and then the whole show wouldn't be worth doing. As you know, our one and only subscriber lives in Canada, in the middle of nowhere, and he is 99 years old. But last night, I got a very stern email from him saying he was not happy about the unpacking video on the Sansui A60, released in 1980. He was not happy about this video. He said that the sight of me yielding a massive hatchet on the TV frightened him out of his skin, and if I use the so-called hatchet anymore, he will unsubscribe. And then the channel will have no subscribers and it won't be worth making. So, I messaged him back and said, nice man in Canada, our lovely #1 subscriber, or our only subscriber. Dear Mr. Nice Man, in the middle of nowhere, Canada, can you please explain why the sight of me yielding the hatchet from 1941, a original World War II collectible hatchet with the arrow, which means it was used for a military purpose. I said, why was me yielding the hatchet so frightening for you, nice man in Canada, in the middle of nowhere? He replied, as you know, I live in the middle of nowhere in Canada. I am 99 years old, and I have a wooden leg that could easily be chopped up with that hatchet, so it frightened me, as the hatchet could chop up my leg and leave me in an unmobile condition. And as I live in the middle of nowhere in Canada, and every day I have to walk 27 miles to the local shop in 4 foot of snow to get milk for my cornflakes and cup of Canadian tea. If the hatchet was to slip and chop my leg and I had to stay in, I would be in a rather serious predicament and maybe have to move to a town. And as I am 99 years old, I am too old to up sticks and move to a big town, and I like living in Canada in the middle of nowhere. So please, Mr. Punk, do not use the hatchet again, else I will unsubscribe. Oh, it was terrible, AI. So we've had to put the hatchet away. We can't use it no more. The vintage hatchet from 1941 with the arrow, which means it was used for military purposes, has now had to be put away and just used solely for the purpose of chopping wood for the log burner in the back room. It can no longer be used for a visual feast of comedy on the YouTube channel. So we've had to put it away, aye. I've apologised to the nice man in Canada and I said I won't do it again. So yeah, aye, bit of a bad day, but things are all right now. So we do speakers today, 'cause that man in Canada, he likes speakers, so it'll cheer him up. Nice little bookshelves. He likes little bookshelves, 'cause he can't have them big floor standers, 'cause he has to carry them 27 miles through 4 foot of deep snow to get them home from the local shop, and that's very difficult for him. So he likes bookshelves. So yeah, we'll do a nice little set of bookshelves and cheer him up. Alright, thanks AI. Speak to you tomorrow AI. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, just catching up with AI. So let's crack on now with today, the stars of the show, the Bowers and Wilkins DM600 Series 3, released August of 2002. Nice little bookshelf, very nice bookshelf, very nice sounding bookshelf, only small, really well made by BMW. Top banana manufacturer, Bowers and Wilkins DM600. These are a very quality speaker for the size. Very, very good sounding. If you got a set of these, you would not be disappointed. They are rated on the back at maximum wattage 100 watts 8 ohm. They're very nice. They look nice. They got a big port in the back. Nice connections. They are not bi-wireable, but you don't need that on a little set of speakers like this that can only handle 100 watts of power. The 2 connections in the back is enough. These things are a little work of art from BW. For the size, I don't think I've listened to much better. I've listened to a hell of a lot worse, but we won't mention the Gale studio monitor bookshelf. I won't mention that because I'll get all upset that someone could release such a terrible speaker in this day and age. I thought we'd moved on from all that terrible sounding speakers, but no, Gale brought it back, the terrible speaker. Someone at Gale thought there was a market out there and people needed to buy a terrible speaker. So Gale released the studio monitor bookshelf for that person who wanted the terrible sounding speaker. So yeah, if you want terrible sounding speakers, they are out there. They're called Gale Studio Monitor Bookshelf. Yeah, go down your HiFi shop. Go in now. Maybe go Richer Sounds and say, "Hello, Mr. Nice Man in Richer Sounds. I love the sound of terrible speakers. What are the worst speakers you have for sale in your lovely shop?" And the nice man at Richer Sounds will go, "Oh, sir, you've come to the right place. We have got Gale Studio Monitor bookshelves, and they sound absolutely terrible. They'll be right up your street, sir. Would you like to have a listen?" So the nice man will set them up in his nice sounding room that he has out the back. And he will play you something through the Gale Studio Monitor bookshelf speaker. He will leave the room because he works at Richer Sounds. He knows how good HiFi should sound, and he's got a good ear for this stuff. If he's worked at Richer Sounds for quite a few years, he will be a bit of an audio connoisseur. He does not want to ruin his day by listening to the Gale Studio Monitor bookshelf. So he will leave the room and leave you on your own in there to listen to the terrible sound of the gale. And if you like that, you will purchase them, take them home, and have terrible sound for the rest of your life. And you will be very happy if that's what you like. But these Bowers and Wilkins are not like that, ladies and gentlemen. These Bowers and Wilkins are a little bit special for their size. I've looked on the old eBay, and they do make a little bit of money, these speakers, so you're not getting a pair cheap as chips. But they are worth it 100%. Alright, you can get a better sounding speaker if you go bigger, because it's hard to get a good sound out of a little tiny box. But with these, Bowers and Wilkins have done it. These speakers, you'll be amazed how much nice, detailed, quality sound can come out of this little box. So if you haven't got much room for the big floor stander or the massive, heavy, vintage leek sandwich from the classic HiFi vintage era, then these are right up your alley. And if the Elon Musk is coming round your house with his Blu-ray to look at your AV unit and sit and enjoy one of his Blu-ray collections around your house, he will look at what speakers you have, and if you have the DM600 set up on your AV receiver, the Elon Musk will be very happy. He will be over the moon in his rocket. So, yeah, the DM600 is a very good speaker. Bowers and Wilkins smashed it out of the park when they made the speaker. So, listen to me, Bowers and Wilkins. Please, this is an announcement for the team leader or the boss at the Bowers and Wilkins factory. Whatever man made this speaker, the Series 3 DM600, pat that man on the back and give him a pay rise, because he did very, very well for you. Do not let him get poached by another speaker manufacturer offering him more money, because they've listened to the DM600 and they know that that man is worth having. So, Bowers and Wilkins, do not let that man go. That man is a very special man, and he knows how to design a small, tiny bookshelf speaker for an excellent sound, for the hi-fi music or the AV receiver. They work on both. So, BW, do not let that man go. Pat him on the back, give him a new contract, sign him up to your company forever. The man is a very clever man, and I like him very much. He is a very nice man. So yes, it's not very often I do this, but if you are listening to the man who made the DM600 Series 3, I salute you, sir. It's not very often on the old YouTube channel that someone gets the Mr. Punk salute, but to the man who made the Bowers and Wilkins DM600 Series 3 in such a tiny little box that sounds so good, I salute you, sir, and take my hat off. You have done a massive service to the hi-fi world by bringing us the DM600 Series 3 to use with your hi-fi music or on your AV receiver if the Elon Musk is coming round with his Blu-ray. So thank you, sir. Thanks for the DM600. So, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of love the DM600 for its size. It's absolutely fantastic. Put it on something modern, it'll sound good. Put it on an AV receiver, it will sound good. But if you like the vintage hi-fi period, then this speaker, although it is 100 watt, you can put this speaker on a little vintage 1970s high-end audio receiver with about 10 or 15 watts per channel, and that little receiver will make these little DM600s sing like a pair of canaries. So they're good for that as well. I know they haven't got the vintage look, but they work. And they haven't got that trouble with all the foam rot and the rubbers that have perished and the crossovers that no longer function as they was intended to do back in 1970. So with this speaker, you have none of that. You can get your vintage receiver, hook it up to the DM600 Series 3 and enjoy all the perks of the vintage hi-fi era without the hassle of the tatty speaker with its slightly worn out crossover, its foam rot and its rubbers that really need replacing, but it's hard work, so you don't bother. So this DM is a win-win, and it gets the thumbs up from me. So let's turn it round and have a look at the back. What about my bit? You forgot me again. Oh, sorry, Robin, I forgot about you. I was so in love with the man who designed these speakers. I forgot about you, Robin. Alright, Robin, what do you think of the DM3? Yeah, I like it, really like it. It's small, powerful, packs a real big punch, just like me. Alright, Robin, you don't pack a good punch, mate, and you've said that one before. You got to think of some new jokes, Robin. This is a high-end professional channel down here on the YouTube. Our one subscriber in Canada doesn't want to listen to you repeating yourself with the same old unfunny comment. He will unsubscribe, Robin, and then the channel will be down the toilet. We will be outside McDonald's asking people to spare some change with all speakers and amplifiers from the 1970s period around us. Is that what you want, Robin? No. Well, Robin, buck your ideas up and get some new original material for the show on the YouTube channel. Is that okay, Robin? Yeah, I'll get some new stuff for when we do stuff on the YouTube channel. Right, Robin. Right, so now we'll have a look round the back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so if you look round the back, you can see got a nice big port out the back of this, 2 terminals, and a little hook to hang them on the wall. But not very good, that hook, because you hang them to the wall, the port's right on the wall, it can't breathe. These things sound better off the wall a bit. Few inches off the wall, you don't want them right on the wall. That port needs to be able to breathe a bit, so yeah. Nice. Well made speaker. Look at the back, it's a nice bit of quality hi-fi engineering going on there at the back of the little bookshelf. So yeah, all going on round the back. Nice set of terminals, you can really crank these down tight. They got a big hole in them so you can get a nice old speaker plug in them. They will take the banana plug, but it's always better to not use that banana plug and actually screw bare cables into the terminal. As long as it's got a good one, sometimes banana plugs are better because you can't really crank them up that tight with the terminal. But on something like this, I think a bare wire connection and cranked right in, tighten it up as tight as you can, is a better way to go. And the other thing, sometimes them banana plugs, you don't realise they come loose. You go round the back and check them and they're all up hanging out. So if you crank them right up, you know that ain't happening. Nice big port. Look at that, it looks like a black hole. Elon Musk would keep away from that in his rocket with his Blu-ray. Yeah, nice. So we're turning back round and have a little look how big they are. See, as you can see, they're not very big. They're just under 7 inches wide. Little teeny tiny speaker. Oh, lovely. Little teeny tiny baby bookshelf with a big sound. Yeah, great. So about 7 inches wide, just under. Nice and tiny. Sit 'em up on the shelf. Go well in your little flat. Room on your desk for a set next to the old Commodore 64, released August of 1982. Yeah. And the height, as you can see, they're only just over 11 inches high, so they're not very tall. I know they look big compared to Robin, but he is a little turd, so he's not very big. I'm not a little turd. Stop saying that. You are, Robin. Little turd. So yeah, just under 11 inches tall. So don't take up much room. Fit on a nice shelf. Go anywhere. In the lounge. One either side of the TV on your AV system. Do not take up much room. Very good little speaker for the size. Nice, teeny tiny, with the big sound. What's that, Robin? Look at me, I'm Spider Robin. You're not, Robin, you are Turd Robin. Turd Robin. I'm not a turd, you're a turd. You're a big turd, hee. Alright, Robin, get an old man at me, mate. And get down there while you hurt yourself. Alright. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Today's episode was the DM600 Series 3, brought to you by Mr. Punk UK Productions. See you in the next one. Bye. And Robin. What? Sorry I called you a turd, mate. Now go and make a nice bit of cheese and biscuits. Apologise again and I'll do it. Sorry, Robin, I didn't mean to call you a little turd on the YouTube channel. Okay, I'll go and do cheese and biscuits. Bye.